Kako. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 10th running of the Eddie Big Wave Invitational in memory of Eddie Aikau here at Waimea Bay. This is a gathering of the world's best big wave surfers, all in celebration of the life and legacy of a great Hawaiian waterman, Eddie Aikau Isaiah.
It is 8 o'clock.
Test away for Florence.
Oh,
and gets caught up in the whitewater, dives off. So that's going to be our first score of the morning.
It's going to be a long day at the beach, see? Long day at the beach. Just first heats in the water. I'm only fifth heat, so we're still at home. It's only like a 20-minute walk to the bay from here. The outer buoy's got huge around midnight, so it should really just start pumping. The next 2 hours should really start filling in, and hopefully just in time for my heat. It's as big as it gets for the day. So. Wow, it's wild. The highway's just lined on both sides with people. Very festive atmosphere. I'm just trying to stay calm and keep my heart rate down.
Line, check in. Jake Mocking, check in. Hi Lenny. Landon McNamara, check in. And Nick Von Rupp, check in. One on heat 3. This is.
What heat you in?
Number 5, first round. Yeah.
Okay. Mike is in there.
How long are the heats? Do you know? Not sure. 40. Okay. Were you nervous in my heat?
How did that happen there?
I was like, today's the day I'm going to smoke him.
I love you. You never seen this guy nervous? Nervous idiot.
I was like, today's my day. 25 feet.
In the last 4 heats and Eddie was fucking. Think about that part.
Ah, classic. Here comes a big set. Everybody's scared today except me. I mean, just to compete in the Eddie is an honor. And, you know, I work really hard to spend a lot of time in Hawaii and maintain my presence here and make sure that my name is on the list each year. So that's kind of my first goal in my surfing career, is to be on that list. And then the second goal for me is to win the Eddie. And, you know, I've won pretty much every event there is to win. The Eddie's the ultimate. I mean, if you win the Eddie, that's the ultimate big wave trophy, title, whatever you want to call it. And it would just cap a career that I would be satisfied with. I like to really stay calm right now. You know, it's a time for breathing and calmness. But obviously there's you know, there's a lot of anticipation. You can hear the crowd roaring. Waves are big, which certainly suits me. You know, close out sets, which is great. Going to make people nervous. Keep everybody on their toes. And basically, I mean, you know, you've got 2 hours to go out there with the best water patrol in the world. Every 5 years, 7 years, this thing runs. So why not just, you know, good wave comes and you're in position, you got to go. And I think if you don't hesitate on any waves and you put yourself in a good position, you can get 4 bombs out there in 2 hours. And that's my plan, you know, just no hesitation, smart decisions, but charging as hard as you can possibly charge. I be my third Eddie, and I'm kind of right at the end of my window of my prime. I'm 50 this year. So, yeah, this is it. This is it for me.
Two riders up on this one, legend Michael Ho in orange and Grant Twiggy Baker in the blue sharing a wave.
Grant Twiggy Baker and Ramon Navarro. Twiggy right here, continuing on. Twiggy deeper on that one. Oh my goodness!
That was blue.
Grant Twiggy Baker's done it again.
Oh, he is baking some biscuits
Grant
under there.
Twiggy Baker had a wipeout like that in 2016.
It was iconic.
Round robin format. We run 2 rounds of these 8 surfer heats. Add them together, and that's how we get the leaderboard. And that's when you're going to find out who is going to be this year's champ. And beyond that list, with a very selective
Tribe of big wave riders that have converged here on Waimea Bay.
We're going to keep the mystery for everyone. And
Yeah.
right at the end of the day, boom, we're going to unwrap the present and present very select group of humans that can claim that title.
Along with the performance, the entertainment, not only with the amazing rides, the late drops, the crazy huge waves that they're dropping into, but also the survival of these incredible wipeouts.
I thought the medium sets were the ones, so we started going on those. Got blown up on my first one, kind of had an easier one on the second one. I mean, it's tough out there, but in hindsight, I probably should have just sat, waited for the bomb sets. And now I know where the bomb sets are coming. That's what I'm going to do my second heat, just sit out there and wait for the bombs.
Three-time big wave world champ, Grant Twiggy Baker, out of South Africa, but of course a citizen of the world, always chasing the globe for big waves wherever it happens. Both last time we ran the Eddie in 2016 and this Eddie running, Grant Twiggy Baker has taken some classic wipeouts, absolutely going for it.
So had some heroic completed waves and drops and has continued to perform and thus hold on to his very valid invitation.
And dropping into this one, Grant Twiggy Baker, this time goes successful, beats the lip to the bottom, survives the avalanche of white water.
Yeah, and a stylish kick out right there. Twiggy on a big bomb again, charging. Tikanui goes down early. Both surfers getting ragdolled.
Just getting snapped on that one.
Out the back on a spitter.
Twiggy. Solid there for the South African.
Any wipeout that you can follow up with a ride like that makes it all worth it. Here we go.
Oh my. Grant Twiggy Baker. Wow. Skipping down and going down.
Oh my Lord.
I did better that heat. So I had one horrible wipeout. And then one that I almost fucking made it. Good big one, two big ones. And then yeah, two smaller ones, but well ridden. Made them. So I didn't leave anything hanging out there. Once I didn't put it on the line, you know? A phenomenal event, if not the best I've ever been involved in. The waves were incredible, as good as the bay gets, and I think, you know, the bay showed us when it's like that, it's as gnarly as any wave, and those takeoffs are as steep and as critical and as technical as any big wave in the world, and she gives out beatings second to none. I think, you know, Luke winning, there's no more deserving, better winner. Guy's a humble warrior. He works, you know, as a lifeguard on the North Shore. He surfs the bay every opportunity. He's an unsponsored guy winning the biggest surf contest in the world. What an amazing story. I mean, you know, for him to take off 2 hours off work while he worked the tower at Waimea and to do his heat, I mean, just really, really a fairy tale story, you know, and I'm so stoked for him. You know, and for him to beat John, Mark Healy surfed incredibly well. And, you know, between those three, it must have been super close for the judges to separate them. But I think for everybody, the right person won. It's an incredible event to be a part of. It's amazing. That contest will go down in history as the day of days for big wave surfing, for sure.